Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining me on this wonderful day of Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. I am meteorologist Sam Kennedy, and first and foremost, I want to deeply apologize for not doing this broadcast earlier in the day. I've had a lot of stuff going on the past few days. I'm not going to say what's been going on, but just know that I'm working to make sure that everything is up to date as much as I possibly can. You'll notice throughout this video that I'm not going to be in the camera at all. I'm just going to be behind the camera, doing all the talking just because I do not want to be in front of the camera in this video for some different reasons. But just know that this broadcast will feature the latest forecast for the rest of this week, because we are going to be watching a system that will bring a lot of snow, possibly over a feet of snow in some places around Denver, Colorado, and then possibly even a severe threat as you get into places like Kansas and Omaha, Nebraska. Now, as I just said, I want to deeply apologize once again for not making sure that my website is up to date. It is currently not up to date, but just know that as soon as this broadcast is finished and it is uploaded, I promise you that my website will be as up to date as it possibly can. So this is going to be the setup as you go throughout the next few days. We're going to have a lot of available moisture here being pouring in to places like northern Oklahoma, southern Texas, southern Missouri, and then you've also got this big area of low pressure here, the cold front extending all the way down here to southwestern Texas, and then there's that warm front. So basically right in this area right here where you see all that yellow, obviously with that cold front coming through a lot, and along with all that moisture that is being driven north from the Gulf of Mexico, that is going to be where our severe threat mostly is. So this is what's going to be happening. Two areas of low pressure. That area of low pressure that I just showed you is going to be this one right here. We're going to have another one that will be back out here. And what this will do is that both of these systems will bring a torrential downpour to places like extreme northern Oklahoma, extreme southeastern Kansas, western Missouri, and then possibly even into northern Arkansas, and then back out to the west. This other system right here will bring very heavy snowfall in places like Denver, Colorado. So this is going to be this is going to be the setup, as I just said. A lot of warm and humid air being poured in, a lot of cold air coming down from the polar vortex, and you can see a big dip in the jet stream pattern with that next system. So as you go into this weekend, we're going to have a lot more colder air coming in because of another surface low that will be forming as you get into late Friday and early Saturday. So let's talk about the severe threat. Where is that going to be located? So places like Kansas City, Wichita, Kansas, Oklahoma City. Looks like Oklahoma City might be an outlier, but as you get into places like eastern Kansas, southern and western Missouri, that's where the best severe threat is going to be. So let's time this out for you. Starting out on Wednesday, you all can see very heavy snow here in places like western South Dakota, northeastern Nebraska, northwestern Nebraska, and then as you get into places like Wyoming, states like also places like Denver, Colorado, and then very heavy rain and a mixing here across southern South Dakota and places like Minneapolis, Minnesota. So here's the forecast throughout Thursday. Now the system is finally starting to slow down. We're still seeing some rain showers in places like Illinois, Indiana, Chicago, Illinois. We might be having a mix of sunshine and clouds there in Kansas City, topping out at 63, while we're having a very great day here along the eastern coast. And then as you advance into Friday, the system really starts to kick up again. We're seeing a lot of rain, possibly even some thunderstorms in places like Dallas, Texas. Kansas City will be a place that will be with that scattered showers, topping at 56, and Denver, Colorado, right on that mixing line with a mix of rain and snow, topping out at 45. And then as we get into Saturday, now the system finally starts to pick up. So very heavy snow in places like Cheyenne, Wyoming, Denver, Colorado, Pueblo, Colorado, and places like Albuquerque, New Mexico will be getting into that rain, and also places like Omaha, Nebraska, Oklahoma City, and Amarillo, Texas, also getting in to that rain. Now here's the forecast, how much we're talking precipitation. I want to just focus on the snowy side for this one because I have another graphic talking about the rain, but just look at how many feet, or look how much some of the totals are showing how much snowfall we can get in places like Denver, Colorado. We could possibly be looking at over 12 to 18 inches of snow, so possibly one of the biggest snowstorms we've seen to hit a place like Denver, Colorado in several months. And then as you go into the rainier side, places like Oklahoma City, just to the north of that, basically right along the Oklahoma and Kansas border, very heavy rainfall possible all throughout this area. We're expecting a widespread area of 1 to 3 inches of rain. But if you live anywhere in this general area right along that dark green or yellow, that is where we're expecting the heaviest snowfall totals. So I don't know why that was there. But once again, thank you all so much for watching this video. Once again, I really do apologize for not having everything up to date. As I told you, I've been having to deal with something for the past couple of nights, and that has prohibited me from making sure that my website is up to date. But just know that I'm working to get everything as up to date as I possibly can, and hopefully I'll be bringing you all another video come either tomorrow afternoon or Thursday night. Just make sure that you're staying tuned to my website for latest details. And you'll also know that when you're on my website, I have posted a brand new link at the top. It's right above my daily announcement. And what I want you all to do is copy that link and paste it into a brand new tab and fill out that form for me. I think it's talking about what your favorite type of weather is. I would love to know what your favorite type of weather is, so that way I can make sure that I'm bringing you all up to date on the latest weather for that area. So if you all can just go to my website, click that link. It is literally right above my daily announcement, and that would be absolutely great. Once again, if any of you have any questions about anything, whether it's about this channel, this weather topic, or anything in general, please feel free to email me at 621ldk@gmail.com. No capitals, no spaces, and I will try to get back to you at the earliest convenience. I may not get back to you on that particular day, but I will get back to you as fast as I can. So that is all I have for you all tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your night.